going to go over simple defense training with a walking cane. This is a Cane Masters walking cane. It has a little bit wider crook, but you can use any walking cane. Whatever you have is fine to start with. I'm going to show you how simple it is to defend yourself using your walking cane. If you're walking down the street, you simply bend your hand, slide your hand down the front, bend your knees, lift it up, put it between you and the threat. Now you can push them back, you can strike coming off the shoulders. You have the horizontal strikes, vertical strikes coming down the middle. You can put it in two hands. You can shove him back. You can box his ears. You can reach out with the crook and dig that into the skin on his face and rip for self-defense. You can turn the crook around, bringing it up this way, snap it down on the top of his head. You can bring it across and back. You can bring it up at an angle and down. You can shove it up this way into your hand, put it between you and the threat. And using simple defense techniques, you can thrust, you can hook, you can uppercut, you can bring this part up, put it in the other hand, pushing through, chopping down, pushing back. All very basic, simple defense techniques using your walking cane. I'm gonna go into more detail so that you know how to train with it. First thing you're gonna do is start with your palm in the crook, and you're gonna crank it around in this twisting motion. And this is to develop some callus on your hand, get your heart rate up a little bit, build some power into your techniques. It's just a warm-up move. You don't use this for self-defense, but you can use that spinning motion when you defend yourself. So starting here allows you to get used to it as you do your training. After you spin for about 30 seconds, you're going to bring it to the side and back in the middle of the body in this figure-8 motion. Think about slapping him across his face and simply coming with that backhand across the other side. Simple defense techniques using a walking cane. Once you've done that for about 30 seconds, you put it into the other hand. The nice thing about these, you can also do these seated in a chair. Maybe you don't have the same mobility you used to. You're spinning this way, come across and back. This nice figure-8 motion. You're gonna feel, again, you're gonna feel the callus start to develop on your hand so you have a better grip. It's gonna slide through your hand better. You bring it up, slide it down, and now you have faster strikes, all from that basic spinning motion. The next spin, you're gonna bring your hand down here, and you're going to spin with your wrist to strengthen your forearms to the outside of your body first, and then to the inside, and then you put them together, you do an inside, outside spin, another figure-8, and this time your hand stays closed as you're building some strength into your strikes. Strength and speed will come from this spin right here. Now, do you have to? You don't have to do the motion. If it doesn't work for you, don't do it, but it's a good way to build up the power in those forearms. Hey, RD, 219 says great stuff, great to see you here. Thanks for being here. Go to the outside first, bring it to the inside. You're also gonna feel it's gonna stretch everything out. Put them outside, inside. And that's all the spinning that I really want you to do. Now I'm gonna have you go back to the basic strikes. Your feet are just under your body. Don't worry too much about your footing or your stance. There's no special martial arts techniques or anything. This is simple defense with a walking cane. From here, bending the knees, slide the hand down the front, or you can pick it up and let it slide into your hand. Either way is correct. You can step forward or you can step back. Either way, you're gonna make yourself a smaller target. Make yourself a smaller target, make it harder for him to hit you, and you're gonna fight from behind your stick. Get the cane between you and him. The first motion that you're gonna practice is just a simple thrust. That's an extension of the arm to make that stronger. Rotate through your shoulders and hips. To accelerate it, hit him harder, take a small step with the front foot, kind of like you're fencing with a foil, with a sword. Second motion, coming off of the same shoulder of the hand that you're holding it. Third motion, you're bringing it from the other shoulder and down at that angle. And it's key, it's very important not to swing wide, not to come from out here in outer space and try to hit him with your cane, but to come off of your shoulder for self-defense, striking through, and think about what you can remove or destroy. His ability to see temporarily, his ability to be awake, maybe you hit him in the temple, knock him out, or hit him in the neck, in the jaw. Maybe his ability to breathe temporarily or permanently with that thrusting motion, or maybe here into the solar plexus, take away his ability to chase you. Maybe he's bringing out a weapon. Let me show you this. You have reach advantage. If he's got a blade, and all you have is a walking cane. Most walking canes are 36 inches. You've got reach advantage. Even if he has a longer blade, you want to put that stick between you and him. Now, do you want to fight somebody with a knife? Absolutely not. What if you don't have a choice though? Would you rather use your hands and your flesh and all the things that get stabbed and sliced, or put a big piece of oak or hickory between him and you, and then push it through his face, keep him back, coming off that shoulder? There's your first strike. Second strike coming from the other side. Eleanor's here. Hey, Eleanor, it's good to see you. Yeah, Eleanor says, great example. From here, the next one is that horizontal strike, and you're coming across with your palm facing the sky, and then back with your palm facing the ground. So you're coming across and back. You can strike to the head, to the body, to the neck, to the waist, to the knees, coming through for self-defense. I also want you to think about switching hands. Put that foot forward, practice your thrust, bring these angles off of your shoulders, fight from behind your stick, keep the other hand up. Your horizontal strikes coming across and back, and then finally that vertical strike coming down. You can also bring it up if you wanted to. You can also bring these angles up if you want to, but the basic 5 strikes from here, put your hand down, get it between you and him, thrust, coming off the shoulder, horizontal and vertical. I said 5, I don't know if it's 4 or 5, but you get the basic idea. Keep it simple. This is simple self-defense, simple defense techniques with a walking cane. From here, you're gonna turn it around so that the crook is facing out. Now, when you do this, ergonomically, it's easier on your body. It's easier to maintain your balance when you use your cane for mobility. Speaking of that, when you do use your cane for mobility, meaning that you need a cane to lean into or you're gonna fall to the ground, use 2 canes. One to lean on. I'm gonna lean on this one, and I'm gonna hit him with this one. So from here, I'm gonna bring this up, and then I'm gonna turn my hand and snap it down on top of his head. So you bring it up here, and then turn it down there. Yeah, the King of Hack said, is it the same for 4-legged attackers? We're talking about walking. I said it was in the news yesterday, locally. A man's walking a dog. Happened in Texas 2 days ago. Man's walking his dog. He gets attacked by a group of dogs that have been let off the leash, and they're roaming the neighborhood, or maybe they jumped the fence. Most of the time it's a pit bull. It's not always a pit bull. Most of the time it's a pit bull. Yesterday it was a pit bull here. People get mauled. They either get mauled to death, or they have life-changing injuries. Or they go after your dog, and now they're mauling your dog to death while you're standing there trying to fight them off, and you get bit in the process. Can you use a cane to defend against that vicious animal or pack of animals? Absolutely. When we go back here, we have these horizontal strikes. We can do that right to his face. You can smash down on the top of his head. You can come at that angle and strike. You can also put the tip, the end, the crook here, which is big, into, you have a dog that's coming after you to bite you. A lot of times these pit bulls, they'll grab and they won't let go, and then they shake. They want to shake until they either rip the flesh off your bone or they kill your animal, kill your dog. Stick that cane into his mouth instead and let him play with it like a chew toy. Let him fight that. And he's biting that, he's not biting you. That's a valid technique. You can do that and keep him off of you until help comes and helps you out. But whatever you do, you can also shove that in his mouth. If you can get that, is in his mouth, between the mouth on the inside, and then pull back, pulling his head back, that also works. So yes, 4-legged attackers, not just the 2-legged type, you can use your cane for self-defense. All right, so we're turning it around. I showed you, you can lean into the one cane and then fight with the other cane. So don't think that you can't do it, is my point. You can be sitting in a wheelchair. I have students who are confined to wheelchairs. They live in a wheelchair. They live in a chair. They live seated. They can't walk with or without a cane, but to carry a cane in their lap for self-defense, you can do that also. So from here, and then when people tell you you can't do it, just tell them, stay out of my business. I can do whatever I want. Train and learn how to do it. This is one of those things that really pet peeve with me, right? People are always saying, oh, don't teach people that. They can't use that cane. Old people can't use that. Weak people can't use that. Injured people can't use that. Wounded warriors can't use. How do you know? You don't know. You're assuming because you're weak-minded and you've given up on your life that somebody else can't do it. That's BS. was gonna cuss. That's crap. Don't believe that lie, man. Don't let anybody else tell you what you can or can't do. Don't let all you need is a reason to do it, right? Your reason. And it doesn't have to, and no one else needs to know your reason just because you want to. You want to feel safer. You want to feel like you can defend yourself again. You want to protect yourself, your family, your wife, your child, your grandchild. And you can't carry a gun, or you do, and that's not all you're going to carry. Most places around the world, you can't carry a gun at all. You can't even carry a knife. You can't carry anything. Hey, Michael, it's good to see you. Hey, thanks for everybody for being here. If you haven't given the thumbs up, I really appreciate that. I've been a little under the weather. My kids are a little under the weather, so we're all stuck at home today. And I thought I'd come out in the garage, work through this wicked headache. And I tell myself, I'm gonna have a headache anyway. Might as well move and get some stuff done, right? I got chores to do. Oh, got the new shirt on. I know some of you have been asking me for the new Quantum shirt. Put the link in the description. Anyway, if you're gonna have a headache, you might as well work anyway. Weeder's here. If you witness a dog attack, yeah, on your dog, I missed that. I'll have to come back and see that later, but they're vicious, man. And it happens far too often. You can carry a cane to defend yourself, is my point. All right, and my other point was, don't let anybody tell you what you can or can't do. Pick something that you want to do. Do it a little bit at a time. You don't have to be the best at it. You just have to be good for yourself, and you have to get a little bit better every single day. Now, speaking of that, I'm going to go back to the technique in a minute, but I want to show you can throw your cane in front of you while you're standing. If you can stand, and push your hips back and do some of these squats, assisted by your arms and your cane, and allow yourself to start to get some of those mobility back, some strength back, some flexibility back in your legs. From here, you can stand behind your cane. You can take steps to the right and the left using your cane to keep you from falling to the ground and start to work on your lateral movement. Maybe you're gonna hit them and then step to the side for self-defense. And I don't step to the side like I used to when I was young and I was in a different shape and my hips didn't hurt and I didn't need a hip replacement and my knees are falling apart. But I want to be able to defend myself and my family to the best of my ability. So I'm going to practice that every day. I do those assisted squats and I do that stepping. I don't need the assist, but if you need it, use the assist. Work on your lateral movement. When you can do it a little bit faster, speed it up. But start where you are. And don't let anybody tell you can't. They're full of crap. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't live inside your body. They don't live inside your mind. They don't live inside your heart. So keep them out. All right. Sorry, I had to get it off my chest. Been seeing those comments from time to time. Don't teach people that. They're going to get hurt. They don't know. Big bull crap. I teach people self-defense my whole life, and people have used it effectively their whole life. And I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping because somebody who's uneducated has an opinion. All right, crook facing out. 2 ways to get into the fight. Well, there's more than 2 ways, but we're gonna go to the first 2 ways. First way is a handshake. You just lift your hand straight out like you're offering him a piece, right? That's what you want. You want to give him peace, but he doesn't take the P-E-A-C-E, the piece. So you're gonna give him a piece of your cane for self-defense. So you're gonna lift this here. Maybe you hit him between the legs. Right? It's just a fast, aggressive, explosive, unexpected technique. And then your palm faces the sky. You bring it up here and then you bring it down on top. It's twisting, kind of like a PR-24. That's that side handle baton police officers sometimes carry. Lift it up, snap it down on top. Lift it up, snap it down on top. Bring it back from side to side, like windshield wiper. You can defend yourself. He doesn't want to walk through that. That's going to hit him and it's going to hurt. You're going to stop him for self-defense. Maybe it's that dog. Maybe it's taking out his knees or taking out his legs. From here, you can bring it up at an angle over that shoulder and back. Bring it over one shoulder, bring it down over the other shoulder. These are just simple spins with your hand mostly relaxed, but not open. Don't open your hand. Your cane will go flying on your cane. Second way to get into the fight, from crook facing him, pop it up like you're, who is it, Charlie Chaplin? Pop it up like this, put it between you and punch him right in the face. You're gonna hook him this way. You're gonna uppercut this way. You're gonna lift this here. The long side comes up. Maybe he hits him there, hits him under the chin. Put in that other hand, pushing through. Chopping with that back hand, pushing through this way. Turn here, smash his teeth down his throat for self-defense. Rip this crook with that big nasty tooth right into the side of his face for self-defense. Lift the backhand up, put that between his legs, lift him off the ground, smashing here. off from the crook facing him. Basic techniques. From here, lift, down, across, up, back, slide it up, punch, hook, uppercut, pull this hand, thrusting through, chopping, two hands pushing, boxing his ears, bringing it down on top, lifting it up between his legs, ripping across. Just simple self-defense, simple defense moves with a walking cane. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all you guys. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm going to do another one of these today because I have the time. It's great to see you.